I'm Brittany and I don't have it together. I'm pretty forgetful. If forgetfulness was a superpower, I could be in the next superhero movie. I'd have to be a side character, couldn't be a main character, because I would forget where we were supposed to be, what we were supposed to bring, what exactly it was that we were doing. And the watch, the superhero watch that gave us all of our superhero alerts, yeah, I forgot what I did that like 3 months ago and was just too embarrassed to tell anybody about it. And my superhero phone, I had it an hour ago, but I lost it, forgot what I did with it, and now I have no clue where it is. And I can't use the tracker thingy that was on my watch that I already lost. You get the picture. I am pretty forgetful. Recently, I was recounting my long history with this particular flaw and remembered back to something that happened in the third or fourth grade. I can't remember which. We had to read a biography and then do a book report on it. The cool twist is you had to do a class presentation and present as the main character, the person that the biography was about. I thought that was pretty cool. So our teacher gave us reminders, told us how important this grade was. It was for a lot of points. And she made sure we understood we had to get this done and when it was due. Now, this was in the olden days before email, class dojo, or anything like that. I'm sure the teacher was responsible and probably sent a note home. I am equally sure that that note was crumpled in the bottom of my book bag and my mom never saw it. Even if she had, at the time, she was a single parent and couldn't keep up with all of our homework assignments anyway. It was a recipe for disaster. So one day I get to school and I look around the room and I have friends that are in costumes and classmates that had little props on their desk, and my blood ran cold. Today was presentation day and I had completely forgotten. So in a desperate panic, I run up to the teacher, explain what had happened, and was met with probably what you would expect. I gave you warnings. I told you when it was due and had all of these reminders. And I was completely gutted. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do. So I look around the room trying to figure out, is there any way, is there anything I can do, any way I can make this right? And I see my coat. Now, it wasn't my coat. I had forgotten what I did with my own coat. So that particular day, I had to wear my mom's coat to school. And my mom's coat had all of these different stripes with different colors in it. And I honestly don't remember if I had planned on doing my report on this Bible character all along, or if it came to me in that moment. But I saw my mom's coat and it made me think of Joseph and his coat of many colors. Now, I had been to Sunday school and children's church and vacation Bible school, so I knew that story forwards and backwards. When it came time to present, I put my mom's coat on and I presented as Joseph. After telling that story, my friend noticed a couple of things that I hadn't. See, I had always seen that story as an early testament to one of my many flaws. But my friend saw a couple things. First, she said, well, that was pretty resourceful in a crisis situation. You could think on your feet. I was like, yeah, I guess so. And then she said, and you were able to stand in front of your peers even when you weren't super prepared and do this presentation. And that's when I realized this is my first memory of knowing that I wasn't afraid to speak in public. I have plenty of other anxieties, maybe another post for another day, but public speaking isn't one of them. And when I look back, I can kind of settle on this moment as an early recognition that that wasn't a fear of mine. It felt good to actually have something to present where I thought I would completely flunk this assignment. All my other friends had something to present and I had nothing, but here it was. I was able to actually present something and I had a prop to do it with. That felt pretty good. What I saw as just a representation of my flaw, a friend looked at that same story and saw glimmers of redemption peeking through. That made me think, isn't that exactly how God works? I truly believe that God is always in the business of redeeming, even in the middle of our flaws, faults, and failings. God's story of redemption is peeking through. I wonder today, in a story you have told yourself time and time again, that was a failure, fault, failing, where is redemption peeking through? Because God's redemption is always working in our story. Where is it working in your story today?